Lockhart's heavy hold pomade, and you can see here it says authentic heavy hold, proudly made Michigan, which it is made in Michigan. One of the nicest things I do like about this is it tells you exactly what the ingredients are here, and you can pretty much pronounce every single one of these. If you notice right away, this is an oil-based pomade. So if you don't like oil-based pomades, then this is definitely not the one for you. I really enjoy this pomade. If you can't tell, heavy hold. It is a matte shine, even though in my hair after a couple days it's not, and that's okay. It's fine. It doesn't really bother me. I don't care one way or the other. I really do enjoy it. As you notice here, it tells you exactly what to do to towel dried hair, comb product from front to back to ensure even coverage using comb or brush, style accordingly. Honestly, the way that I use this is normally this product does relatively well right off the bat. I will say this. It's relatively easy to wash out of your hair, at least my hair, so something to keep in mind. It may not be for yours, but for mine, it washes out relatively easy. It takes about, I would say, 2 days to get a relatively good buildup where you don't need much product. That's one reason why I like oil-based products, is because you get the buildup and then you don't need as much. And I really do enjoy that. So this is sealed on here. You just have to untwist it, and there you go. There it is, open. It smells like vanilla, not like a hint of coconut. And I really do like that. This is a lot. I don't know what any of these numbers mean, but I'm sure if you reach out to Lockharts, they'll be able to tell you what that is. I honestly do prefer this color. It's really easy in your hands. So if you notice here, it comes right out like that, and you can see right away it's relatively malleable for being a heavy hold. So that's one thing that is a benefit of this. There are some Lockharts that are not like that. They are extremely difficult to move, and the fire and brimstone is what I'm referring to. And I will not do a video on that because I no longer own it. I sold it off because it was ridiculous. And it turned my hair pink, so that's another thing too. This doesn't turn my hair different colors. Many of you will know exactly what the goon grease is. I like the goon grease, I just don't like the smell of it, so I don't own one. Honestly, I like to work alone, as I've had in many other videos. In my opinion, depending on how much goon grease you put in your hair, you can smell it, and I don't like having two different contradicting scents, so that's something to do, keep in mind. If I remember correctly, these come in between $15 and $20, and I would say this lasts me for many months. I'm talking maybe 4 to 6 months. And I will say this, like I said, after the 2-day buildup that I do use here, the majority of the time, the top of my head is fine. Like, I don't have to add really anything else. I just have to do the sides where it starts to come up a little bit, and you just kind of rub right over there, and then they'll be pushed down and they work just fine. So you don't need to use as much. Another benefit that I love about Lockharts, as many of you know, I actually do IT, and then I also do on the side, I do blue collar work. So being that I work outside, oil-based pomades are always better in my opinion, because I have yet to see a water-based pomade that doesn't sweat or run. And what I mean by that is, if you really want to see what it feels like, what I would suggest is take some sunscreen, put it on your forehead, and then go outside during the summertime and see what happens. That's all I'm going to tell you. If you want to test it, it's the same kind of thing. This is not a medical advice, not liable for what happens to you, but I'm just telling you that's basically what it feels like. And oil-based products, I've never had them sweat out of my hair. I've never had them sweat into my eyes or anything of that nature. Maybe you guys have had, and if you had, please leave it down in the comments. But the reason why I love oil-based products is, number one, I live in Texas, or I am in the bottom part of Mexico. So if I'm in the bottom part of Mexico, it is extremely hot. You're looking at 90, 95, and Texas is always hot. So you're looking maybe 6-7 months out of the year, it's going to be extremely hot. And that's why I like having these oil-based products, is because they're relatively easy to style and easy to use, and they don't sweat. So I don't like wearing a hat. I don't like wearing things where it's like it's sweating in my eyes and it burns. And I mean, it really does burn. It hurts. That is another reason why I chose this pomade. This is, out of all the pomades I've ever tried, this is the one that I absolutely love beyond a reasonable doubt. There are others, but this one is the pomade that I enjoy. And I also like their clay, which I will do a review on, but I prefer to use their clay during the colder months when it is cold in Texas. And y'all will laugh at this because it doesn't really get that cold in Texas because it is a water base, so it does sweat. So please do keep that in mind. Usually I take showers at nighttime, so in the morning I just use a bottle of water and do the exact same that it's talking out here. I would strongly suggest mixing it all throughout your hair. And what you do is you brush it back, and then if you want a slick back, if you are doing an undercut, if you are doing a side pompadour, regular pompadour, it doesn't really matter. Just realize that it's perfectly fine. And when you do mix in your hair, usually the sides are the ones that will stick out, but that's not any uncommon than any other pomade. So please do keep that in mind. And I have to say, this is my review, Lockharts Heavy Hold. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please down in the comments. And if you guys like any other pomades that you would love to see me review, because there are a whole bunch of them that I'm not aware of, because I'm not like a huge enthusiast of these. This just worked for me, so I just kept using it and I stopped. And some guys, they don't stop, they just keep buying different ones, and that's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes you may find something. So please do leave it down in the comments, and I will leave my review of Suavecito Firme Hold here that I talk about. And I would hope that you follow my daily content, which will be down in the description, which is on Instagram. And please subscribe down below, and y'all have a wonderful day.